In a previous video, we discussed the relationship between Clement Mihalescu and Zubin Pratap. So, what happened to Zubin Pratap? As we can see on his LinkedIn profile, Zubin tells us that his first experience in the field of computing after being a lawyer was founding the company Wooshka and creating the app Wooshka Parking. But neither in his video on Clement's channel nor in his own videos, he makes no mention of this app or the company. He also doesn't tell us about his work at Atlas. In fact, he implies that he faced many obstacles in believing it was possible for him to become a software developer and get a job at the company G, as Clement did. It was thanks to his videos and a week-long boot camp in San Francisco, which he then dropped out of, that he finally got the job at the company G. This leads us to believe there are inconsistencies in his profile and the story he tells us. He speaks as if his first computer job was at company G. Why doesn't he highlight in his videos what he tells us on LinkedIn? Could it be because it's false? He tells us he went to a boot camp, watched Clement's videos, and dared to apply to company G and get in. But he doesn't mention anything he himself includes in his resume. This raises our suspicions. But what really alarms us is the overlap between his previous jobs and his job at company G. We wonder if the 6-month difference between February, March and August 2020 is because he signed the contract in March and started at company G in August. If so, then he only worked at company G for 19 or 20 months at most. This indicates that Zubin could have lasted a month longer than the minimum required because company G gives a signing bonus immediately upon signing the contract and the first-year bonus upon completing exactly 12 months of having started working there. The same contract stipulates that both bonuses are at least 3 months' salary each, totaling 6 months' salary. However, it also states that the new employee must return both bonuses if they are fired or resign within the first 18 months of employment. Therefore, Zubin stayed at company G just long enough to avoid having to repay any of the money. Nevertheless, he went from being an employee at a large corporation to Chainlink Labs, a company with fewer than 1,000 employees that could never offer the same salary or any of the benefits Zubin had at company G. So it doesn't make sense that he left company G to go to such a small company unless he has something like Clement's where he owns the company. But that's not the case, which makes no sense unless he opted for something easier because he recognized he wasn't at the level to continue at company G. And now he's becoming famous for something he apparently resigned from, as we just mentioned. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. That way you also help more software engineers know what's happening these days.